It really wasn't a surprise that the Orlando Magic struggled to win consistently this past season. They had two of their best young players coming off major injuries and were definitely not going to be ready for the start of the season. One was able to eventually make his debut, but the other missed the entire season. Markelle Fultz was able to come back in late February, but Jonathan Isaac missed his second consecutive season with a knee injury, which makes you question his future with this team. This was a very young team with a lot of talent, but they could never stay healthy. When some guys will come back, there will be another player going out with injuries, which makes it a little difficult to get guys in rhythm playing with each other. Regardless of how many forwards the Magic have right now, they should just get the best talent available. The talent that they feel is worthy of the number one pick. You can sort out the rest later. With the number one pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Jabari Smith Jr. from Auburn University. He's the youngest of the top three big man prospects, and I believe he's the more complete player. This past college basketball season, Smith proved to be the best shooting big in the draft class, shooting 42% from three-point range. This silky smooth jump shooting forward stands around 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. He has a very high release point on his jump shot, and his shooting form reminds a lot of NBA scouts of Kevin Durant. He's very confident in his jump shot and will pull up with only just an inch of space, and he's capable of knocking them down whether it's heavily contested or not. But he can fall in love with his jump shot a little too much, which we did see a lot in this last game in the tournament. He's athletic, has good lateral quickness for a man his size, and can put the ball on the ground and create his own offense. As good as he can be on offense, he has just as much potential on defense. His ability to guard four positions is the versatility that every team is looking for in today's NBA. He can switch on to guards, showing his quickness to contain smaller players, and from time to time has shown the strength to hold his own against bigger players. The Magic is in desperate need of a legit go-to guy on offense, night in and night out. Jabari Smith can be the piece that the Orlando Magic been looking for a long time. With the 32nd pick, the Orlando Magic select Jaden Hardy from the G League Ignite. A year ago, this guy was projected to be a top 5 pick in this draft class. One of the top prospects in this high school class opted to play a year in the G League instead of playing college basketball. But his play during the G League season didn't necessarily impress NBA scouts as many expected. Hardy is a gifted offensive talent, and he scored a ton of points during his G League campaign, but wasn't efficient at all. While he did lead the Ignite in scoring with 17 points per game, he did it on 17 shots. Hardy shot 35% from the floor and 27 from 3. In rhythm off the catch, Hardy showed flashes of being a knockdown shooter. Off the dribble, he really struggled to score at an efficient level. He was the primary scoring option for the team, so his turnover numbers as a result of his high usage are understandable. But Hardy won't get nearly as many shots he got in the G League in the NBA. He'll have to prove he can be an impactful scorer on a much lower volume of shots. Hardy wasn't a bad defender during his time in the G League, but he wasn't a stopper either. Whatever team drafts him will probably need to send him back to the G League to refine his game to better prepare him for the NBA. With the 35th pick in the draft, the Orlando Magic select Christian Koloko from the University of Arizona. At 7'1", Koloko is a major presence down low. He has an impressive 7'5" wingspan that was second to only Mark Williams at the NBA Combine. That length, along with his anticipation, allowed him to be one of the best rim protectors in the country this season, averaging around 3 blocks per game over 37 games played. Opposing big men had a hard time attacking him in the paint, and he could hold his own on switches against guards because of his agility and quick feet. His long frame also helped him when it comes to rebounding. Koloko finished second in total rebounds for the Pac-12. From his vertical leap to his lane agility, Koloko was all over the leaderboards at the NBA Combine, showing he definitely has an NBA-ready body and outlook. On offense, he got most of his buckets around the rim. He can snag offensive rebounds and go right back up with it. He's also a serious lob threat. The main reason why he's a very efficient scorer is because he's not a good outside shooter at the moment, and he didn't take many of them. His shot release is very slow, and allows time for the defenders to get a good contest on it. His 73% from the free throw line is a positive on his outlook as a jump shooter in the future. Koloko definitely needs to put on muscle in order to compete with NBA centers. He has a thin frame and can easily get pushed around on the next level, which will limit his effectiveness early in his career. The Magic decided to give Wendell Carter an extension before the season and did not extend Mo Bamba. Bamba will be a restricted free agent this summer, and the Magic could move on from him, and if that's the case, Koloko would be a good option for them with the 35th pick.